How you? You will lay a desire. Then I'd wear that power. Via get to this again. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a part of my trade there. Well, you'll learn it goes away. Alas, I go that you are not. We say you. Papa Mora, get you up with anywhere, Momba Sibole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. Puis à quoi ben me wan baisse so we de you oje. Àwọn Saibobo. Bí àbíò. Do agbe yo ba bo mo yan o. Baba yin guitar, petit, blazo fait sonner. Kaidaka. Bena paya posa gogo, mambo panjagu. Apo blo akafwe. Wa posa nyoka fwe. Be afonte mo bandi yo pa kleju kiyen. Nyonjo si mwen. Posto kaka tuyo pe atinyon di won. Emo o. Nesse tokan. Is a coco, where they have it. Coworia, Nakana, salute. Post to a cat in your way, in your dear one. Emo, Nessa token. Now, with is a coco, where they have it. Coworia, can you get? Not conquering your bed when I know sound safely on it. Yeah, I do. Let's do what you just grab it to work. Say your book on ya. Are you now? Saibobo that you know, we say you over. I want to you come on, need a boy. And yes, I'm going to buy them with Mwege. Hey, Imo, am I gay? What I guess me, I'm done, and it the well. Oh, ow. Saibobo that you know, we say you over. So like it, I'm going to never yet never boy. Netoni and Rayo. Hey, are you? Opo Grega say, oh, yeah, I'm a walking ever. Kaidaka, when it goes to work, I go to let you know your way. I just know. This is what I say. Saibobo, yeah. You like do I get more by? Do I name on tele by Potamu, Tanyada? Planning Papa, Pinagasia, Baka on Lage, the Buesi, the BSC, baby. The 10 years ago, you get up one, there was a Bob was a dress, Mammo, Palibobo, that Giano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. Back to a black guy, so say. I just want to lay a bat to an album, you see you okay. Wait, yo, Ivo, Saibo, and they didn't go from Rock, where John B. Banglo. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, they noir. So I said. So now, when you're naturally time, clever Soule. Saibobo that you know, and I will say you over. I'm done it. So up away, and no Russell, Cape Russell, South Africa, under your part, your way. Thank you for your walk there and my one. I'm the Pope and Yagu. Don't finish it, I say, oh, Clavodio. Say, back in where we are coming. Saibobo that you know, and I will say you over. Aba pepo swelu ninde swelu kwa muzo manje dota siko bala Pabo jo ase pepo swelu muzo bluke Say ya re ase baye ino Ken mwande ye Nyo pample yo se mole ya now Ariwo ase o baye Amo amora da o Saibo that you know and I will say you I wish I do Lodi, oh, my so Saibo, 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 that young man that will take you there. Move up, man, down the Mary. Read on your man, that's the roof. When you know I say, it's a mayo. That was why you also want when you. I'm original, I say.
Ouais, il a fait une chanson à Mobile Production, voilà. Et Mobile Production, c'est une structure qui est créée pour les jeunes qui sont dans le démon, pour les jeunes de l'US tout. Mobile Production est là pour produire les jeunes talentueux, cachés, que les gens ignorent. Donc notre devoir, c'est de produire des talents cachés. Alors, il a fait un son pour Mobile Production.
Arrangé Eric Lodé, le don de Dieu pour la musique de l'Ouest. Je te détesterai jamais. Jamais, jamais, au grand jamais. Mobile Production, Abia Dia Oboa, Amounia Grand, moi et toi Pierre. Pierre, moye, Pierre, moye, a toi Pierre Dia Wele, Pierre, moye, ah Pierre, Ndato Pierre se prononcer ide, a toi Pierre Dia Wele, a Kosia o, moye, Pierre, moye, Kosa bosa iko moye, Pierre Jima Wele, mandoye mo, a Pierre Jima Wele, mandoye mo, Pierre we, bebe. Ha, dia were, Piero momoye, moye, Piero moye, Piero moye, Piero dia were ba. La poje yo dia were. So no juni emble. Mo bli amado let's apple. Kia mo ne chipanyon ne. Mo wa dia chipanyon ne. Kia plebo ne na kanyo po. Siagutiena, de Kanye, Canyon de Koga, Separi Dea, Piero Moye, Piero Moye, Piero Moye, Mogiarba, or Yawesa, Moye, Giblo, no pigeon boba, Yeruno, my boy, Piero, Piero Moye, mon blé condition. Au pied, mon blé production. Assez au clan. Yahweh, à quel homme le côté? Pierre, moye, Pierre, moye, Pierre, moye, Ericona, Pierre, moye, ah, Jean-Lucona, Pierre, moye, à toi, Pierre, moye. Ah, yeah, Piero, ah, Piero, moye, Erico Jato Piero, Mare Bomo Jato Piero, Erico de Bomo Jato Piero, Miamo Daka, Jolico, and you will pass. Opa, la Yede Yanni, Blake Ratchet, Giao, another pro Aja, Atia. Qui a goûté on a un doublé. Souvent, sommes sobre soit d'agnon. Passez blé à seigneur d'ayeta, essa, yedibo salé. Et tout Pierre Diaweke. De Pierre Point son weke. De Pierre, il va mon pas. Kayano et cassé la taille à mon blanc océané. De Pierre, qui a payé papa ko. De Pierre, moyen. Moye, Mama Sableye, Angela Wayne, the Bobo Pangla Guye, Angela Wayne, Nama Bobo Pangla Guye, Angela Way, Angela Gio, Machapake, you go, Daria Gio. Moye, Angelo, Moye, oh, Mama Bokembla, yeah, Mama Kembla, where you, je sais ma Jackie, je Mama, je sais, Tania Gio. Handa Nicola, Memotia, Mada Nicola, Taniaji, Nicola Breto Yamo, Ojuachi, Naipo de Wayke, Blackwen on Blashili Agia, Agaro, Moye, Piero Moye, 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 Piero Moye, Moye, Ale, Moye.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Public Radio. Little bit issue right now. Just bear with me. Bear with me here. Bear with me. I have my TV up here playing, and I am also here, so I hope that is not disturbing. Let's see if I can show that here. Okay, right there, as you can see. What is it on? Oh, he just cut it. Gideon's killing me. He just shut it off. Okay, all right. Good evening, folks. Samson Tola Property. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in. That's my last born here. I call him Social Security's son. But anyway, anyhow, welcome, folks. All of you that are watching again, we say thank you, thank you. Please share this video to as many people as possible. Please share it to as many people as possible, so that at least they will be able to join us as we embark on this new stuff. The CEO was on here last night for over 2 hours or so, discussing. Let's go. We're discussing Liberian issue as well, but one of the things that we want to continue to put out from, and you will hear me talking about it from time to time tonight because it's getting very serious, is that we're asking our brothers and sisters to find means and find way to see if they can help us move this radio station to another platform, whatever it is. But those of you that contributed last night, been contributing throughout, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We want to thank you very much because you see, that's what we always say. We come here not only because we have nothing to do, which is not true. Many of us, all of us, even those of you that are watching me now, you have a lot of stuff to do. Not that you don't have anything to do, but it's because of the connection, because of the common thread we have in us, which is Liberia. And we're discussing Liberia. So many of you like to be part of the discussion, and we appreciate it. And we say here, because of you, we are here. But thank you very much. Those of you that are yet to be able to do any contribution or whatsoever, you can do so. As Mr. So said last night, it's not necessarily money or cash money. You can donate. Electronic products can be donated as well. And LPR will take it because if we have the educated reporter all over the country, in all of the 250 counties we have, you know, we're going to need digital recording. We're going to need camera. We're going to need phone and what have you. So all of those things, if you can afford it, we'll appreciate it. Let's go. Safety, 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 safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. As we come before you, my Lord, we once again say to you, as we come before you again, we say, my Lord, to those brothers and sisters that are unable to be happy here tonight, we ask you to provide happiness for them. To those brothers and sisters that are going through pain again, we ask you to provide relief because your pain relief is the most effective pain relief ever. And we believe in that. We trust that. We believe in you. We trust in you. My Lord, we know you have the ability to do it. We know you will do it. Because whenever we come here and ask you, you always, always, always yet us. We wait for your time, but your time is the best, and we will wait for your time. My Lord, we ask again tonight as we come on here to please bless the Republic of Liberia. Bless the people of the Republic of Liberia. Give them wisdom to do what is good for themselves and for their country. My Lord, bless the President of the Republic of Liberia. As he travel, provide the travel mercy on him, my Lord. As he travel, provide the necessary avenue for him to be successful. He's out there in public. He's out there out of the country. We put him in your hand again tonight. My Lord, whatever door he's trying to knock in the interest of the Liberian people, that indeed the door will be open. Bless his hand. Whatever he tries to do, whenever he touches, bless his hand. That in the interest of the Liberian people, that thing will be provided with blessing. We know you have the ability to do that. We ask you to extend his life, give him long life. Bless him. Bless him. My Lord, we ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks, again, thank you for joining us again tonight. We will be out here ready again. As I was saying, we ask that NIMA election is tomorrow. For me, I don't even know if I have much to say about NIMA election tomorrow. Because NIMA election is finished. Coca is the winner. Coca is the winner. I don't know what else people would say. Coca is the winner. I feel declaring Coca as the winner. The interesting thing now is this: Coca winning is not Coca winning is not the issue. Coca winning is not the issue for me. Because definitely Coca gonna win. There's no question asked. However, what Coca is bringing on the table is what many of us are concerned with. What Coca is bringing on the table, does Coca have it within him to be able to provide, to be able to do what is right? And this is what we have, what we're talking about. Can Coca um, help? Can Coca help? That's what I'm talking about. For some reason, I'm not able to. Huh, okay. All right. So let's try this. Folks, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Let's go ahead. So what Coca is bringing on the table, as far as I'm concerned, is something that we all need to think about. The reason why I believe and I know that Coca will win is because many of us. Oh, this is an important call. Hello, Mr. Don. This is the chief of Liberia Public Radio. Mr. Don, are you there? Okay, okay. Let me. You care to speak to me for maybe 1 or 2 minutes? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mike Don, who is the chief Liberia Public Radio. You know, when you're calling the air like that, I'm so excited. I almost call you my son, but you're a grown man. I can't say that. I want to thank you very much for the kind of work you and your guys are doing over there by making sure we have a house, and the CEO is trying hard there to raise funds. We were on here last night raising some money from our brothers and sisters that are listening to us. Uh, but I want to thank you very much, and we'll do whatever we have to do. You know, we're in this business, and we will support whatever idea that comes from your side as well. We will do what we can to make sure we support you. So I will hope that you will find time, sometime, after all of this election stuff is finished, that you will come live and give us from the studio after the studio is all taken care of, and then meet your certification. Then you can certify that and come out and talk to us. But let me ask you this: where are you tonight?
Well, I'm in Monrovia. I'm in Monrovia. I'm not in Nima, but some of our guys are in Nima.
Okay,
Uh, and they will be reporting tomorrow, or let's say this morning, because it's after 12 a.m. here in Liberia. So Liberia probably will be covering the election tomorrow in Nima. We have a team in Ganta, and also that will be going around Secretary and that of Senegal as well.
I see. Well, thank
Yeah.
you guys for all the help, and thank you very much for providing us services for our brothers and sisters here in the diaspora. So far, I've been predicting here that Samuel Coker going to win. I'm not too sure if I'm on the right trajectory, but I believe Samuel Coker going to win. And let me give you my reason here, because from the time Prince Johnson died, Samuel Coker has taken the role. He has been involved traditional behavior and what have you. And I thought what he did from day one, I thought he has already been the night incoming senator. What are you hearing? Am I wrong to say that?
Well, thank you so much, Samson. I think he has received a lot of endorsement, even including from the office of the vice president, who is vehemently campaigning to see Kogai replacing the late Senator Prince Yomi Johnson. But again, one cannot predict wholeheartedly that Kogai going to win the election, because you had some other key contenders. Prominent among them is Man Edith Congo Ware, and this election going to be a fourth election she's going to be contesting. She contested in 2011. She came second to former Senator Guppy, and also 2014 as well. She came second to Prince Johnson. She always coming second. 2020, Jeremiah Kuhn defeated her a little over 3,000 votes, which many people say was a little margin as well. So she had quite a number of votes that are people that have been voting for her. So it's a bit difficult to wholeheartedly say this election going to be a free ride for Koga. Mind you, Garrison Yelu, for example, who is former representative from district number 4 in Nima, is also another contender in his own district. He has some good number of votes there, just in the 2020 election as well. So I mean, one cannot predict to say yes somebody gonna win uprightly, because people who are dead, some of them they are past history about the election in Nimba.
I
But
see.
again, the top two from all of the surveys, all of the opinion polls we've been conducting here, is the two who have been coming top. They are Samuel Koga and Dallo for Edith Konglo Way.
I see. So let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be tribalistic here with my Nima brothers and sisters, uh, but the folks from the Gil Belt, what are you hearing from the Gil Belt, and compare that to what you're hearing from the Mountain Belt? Is this election? Oh, are you there? Okay, yeah, you still there. Is there election
Yes, I'm here.
going to? Is there election from your own perspective, and you also having to be the son of Nima, so you know Nima real well? You know all of the key players. You're not a small potato, even though you're our son, but you're not a small potato. We know that. So let me ask you this: what are you hearing from the Gil Belt, and what are you hearing from the Mountain Belt in terms of the enthusiasm, who they're going to vote for?
Well, I mean, you had two key tribes in Nimba, that is the Gio and that of the Mano. Population-wise, in terms of voting population, you have huge number of voters on the Giosa as compared to the Mano side. But again, voters cut across. When they start of the process, according to the Vice President, Jeremiah Kwankum said that since the Senator Prince Johnson has died, I mean, since his seat, the Vice President seat was occupied by a Mano man. This time around, a Gio man to replace Senator Prince Johnson. So as to balance the two biggest tribes politically.
So let me ask you that. Please, I don't mean for you to let your train of thought go away from you. I know you're a very smart person. You know. Okay. So the question is, that statement, all of us has been here criticizing that. But do you think that statement is resonating with the people of Nima, those who have the ability to vote?
Well, there have been some mixed reaction, Mr. Tool. There have been some who have been saying that the issue of Nimba voting is not based on tribes. For example, 1997, you saw two senators who were senators from Nimba. They came from the same district, almost the same district in Nimba. So, according to the vice president, that is not a problem. Even though he has been going on with saying that the late Senator Prince Johnson should be replaced by a Guillaume and not a Monoman. But the issue of tribes, who becomes senator from a particular tribe has not been a real situation, unlike few politicians who said there's a need that the two biggest tribes be balanced politically.
I see. Okay, but at the manner, so you don't see this as being divisive statement coming from the vice president, and you don't see it being taken into that realm as being divisive by both Mano and the Gio when the vice president make that statement.
Yeah, and I tell you, there are many people who took it into context, who took it out of context, saying that the statement by the vice president sounded divisive. In fact, to be preaching a trap, but the vice president had defended his statement, saying that all he was trying to push is that Myanmar traditionally had been a country of tradition. When a man died, a man should be pleased, and that statement was initially also made by Representative Koga, who is the leading contender there. So now their mode of campaigning has been based on that, saying that traditionally, since indeed the godfather, quote unquote, Senator Johnson, who died, was a man and a Zoe, and that person should be who will replace him should be in similar character and in similar manner. That's what they both have been preaching. But again, there are people who are taking out a serious contest, saying that the statement by the president, by the vice president, is a divisive actually, and
I see.
they are describing it as a tribal politics.
So let me ask you now. It's not just the Mana and the Gio in Nima County. We have the Crown in Nima County. We have the We and Doru in Nima County. We have our brothers, Manigo brothers and sisters in Nima County. We even have Pella, I believe, in Nima County.
You also have Crown.
Yes, yes. So from where do you think that, even though it might not be that much use, but what side you think these people are leaning towards?
Well, this whole thing is between two tribes actually. The two biggest tribes in Nima, like I say, is Gio and followed by Mano. So always historically, almost all of the leaders that have been coming, elected leaders, they have been coming from the two tribes. So it will be between the Mano and the Gio, definitely, because Koga being a Gio man from the Bobley area, where Senator Johnson comes from, and also Edith from our area in Glazopier, people there to want to see their own to be senator. Meanwhile, people from even though she has some votes, she going to have some huge votes in the Ganta area that is mixed with Mano and Gio as well, with other tribes. But again, those people, those two tribes, they are the leading tribes in Nimba. Always leaders are always coming from them,
I see.
from the two tribes.
So when you look at let's look at the vote distribution process now, and I don't want to keep you here that long. I know it's kind of late over there, but let's look at the vote distribution process in Nima. Which one of the area that Ganta, Sunny Creek combined, or Tapetas, Secretary, and Ma, those type of places, where is it growing and things like that? Where's this huge vote gonna come from if any of them gonna win tomorrow? Which one of the area that gonna produce the most vote in terms of the towns?
You know, the way political issue is usually registration is usually done. Most of the time, the city or the areas that are a little bit urban area, you have huge voting precincts there. For example, the last election when we were covering in Nimba, you had some places up to 10, 15 polling places at one precinct. So in Ganta, for example, the number they're going to be huge because you know the population of Ganta area coming to Queen area there is part of District One, but the population is very huge, followed by the Sanikuli area as well that are huge number, and then
So
District
so
Six
then
also
then
has
if
some
if
huge
what you're
number.
saying if you, what you're saying if we got then why are they saying people are saying that the Gio because the Ganta and the Southern Korea area those are modern bell. So what would they which
No,
one?
they are mixed. They are actually mixed. They are
Okay.
mixed. Kanta is a commercial city that almost all of the tribes live. So the in Kanta is a mix. Is a mix set of people. You have Mano there, Giu there. The Mandingo are also based
I see. Okay.
there. Yeah.
So okay, you got your guys out in the field. Then I will be on tomorrow. So perhaps if you
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know whether sending your guy will be able to join me, or it's going to be too late from the outside. But I'm sure you most likely going to be carrying on tomorrow to carry out the process as well. Before we, I know it's late over there. How's the family? Your family are doing, Monrovia? Everybody's okay. The young baby.
Yes.
I know that it's not a baby anymore.
And
We're not running behind our baby
yeah.
anymore.
Yes. All of them are good, and everybody is good. And on the national scene, there has been this two major issues. The major issue that is about to happen is the ruling by the Supreme Court.
Right.
Uh, Bill information clarity on it, and that's going to be on Wednesday. So that's one of the key issues that many people are expecting, and also the LTA as the LTA in collaboration with Cable Consulting Liberia, they will be doing some maintenance on the Africa to Europe coast cable that is supplying internet to Liberia. It's going to be affecting it for some time, and that has been one of the training issues this evening that I've been talking about. But the LTA has said that there will not be much outages of internet. Internet will be stable, will be base stable, because we have some of the GSM companies that are receiving backup internet from Ivory Coast.
I see. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's a good news over there. But please tell your guys over there, please stay safe and let's cover the news. And hopefully we'll be able to have some good information coming from Nima County. I hope my brothers and sisters in Nima. Uh, but before you go, is there any concern from people you talk to in Nima and other places? Is there any concern, security concern at all, or you think the folks in Nima County are relaxed and know that this thing is just an election and it's gonna come and go?
Yes, so far there have been no any security situation. This morning there were little roadblocks set up around the Semicoli area, but it was quickly put under control. And early this morning, when the police RG had a press conference in Ganta, he talked about it, but he did not give detail as to what led to the roadblock that was set up in Semicoli. Um, there have been also a little bit of complaining from some of the uh, temporary staff that were recruited by the National Elections Commission. Some of them have been saying that they recruited them instead of the NEC deploying them. They are seeing different names being sent to where they were to be money or they were to be working on election day. So we listen to people from Secret here, they talk about it, and other parts of Ganta also, there have been some concern about that.
I see. Okay, Mike. Please join me tomorrow again so we can discuss the Supreme Court and whatever information that will be coming from Gata. I mean, that will be coming from Nima on this election as well. And I know most likely you will join Mr. So on Wednesday, which we're all going to be there. But once again, I want to thank you very much for your hard work over there in Liberia on behalf of Liberia Public Radio. I know people try to woo you years and years, but still you stay with Liberia Public Radio, which we really, really do appreciate. You're a very smart man. We all know that. And this the media business, you're one of the media guru now. Have gone all over the West Africa, even some part of outside of West Africa, and gotten certificate of the media institution. So you're one of the best, and I really appreciate you staying with Liberia
I
Public Radio.
mean, thank you so much, Mr. Tu, and thanks for the support as well to the team here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll say good night to you, and please stay safe.
Thank
Thank you. Again, folks, Samson told Liberia Public Radio. I just talked with Mike Don, who is LPR chief over the bureau chief, and he, he has been giving us some wonderful information. Uh, why my stuff is getting stuck? Okay, so again, folks, if you're listening, Samson told Liberia Public Radio. That's what we do here, and this is some of the things that Mike Don has done for us. So come out and give us information. Uh, thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go back in. Again, folks. If you're listening, Samson told La Brepa Radio. If you have the time, please give us a call here. We'll put a number up. I think now that I hear from Mike, I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm a liberal. I'm evolving. I'm going to change my mind. Okay, so Coca, I'm not going to wear you. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. No, I'm just kidding. I still believe, even though Mike is telling us, I think Mike himself, they know, and I think Madam Ide, Madam Ide Gongwe herself, trying hard. I think people in the coca care most likely are very concerned, very concerned. But let's just say this. Let me say this here very quickly. I think the fact that this election is going to happen tomorrow. One of the things that this election has done and continue to do is to put Liberia on the map. that the days of people fighting over barrels are over. That in fact, Liberia, when it comes to electoral process, is better than United States. You didn't see George. We are saying you want to go to the Capitol building to go do X, Y, and Z. We have Madam Salih twice. We have President. We had one time. We have 4 times now. And in all of those 4 times, we always have these county and representative and senatorial position of election. We have one huge one in most around. So right now, Liberia is better than the United States when it comes to electoral process. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let me bring in Dr. Malley. I'm telling you. So I would say Liberia is better when it comes to election. Liberia is better than the United States. Yes. We go to election, we don't no thank God nobody gets hurt. We went with Madam Salih, nothing happy. We went again with Madam Salih, nothing happy. We went with President Weah, nothing happy. We went with President Waka, nothing happy. Now we have senatorial position with CDC and Dallas Zilla, nothing happened. We've been having a series of election where people after the election, the winner, the defeated candidate concede, and we move on. This is the best. I think the one man, one vote that the progressive fought for. I'm happy that is doing well. We the progressive. Y'all can say what I want to say. We gave your life. Y'all can believe it or not. Let me go on to Dr. Malley. Dr. Malley, good evening. Mike Down, who is LPR Bureau Chief in Liberia, was on here for almost 20 minutes, giving us some of the issues that are happening from his perspective in Nima County. Hopefully, he will be with us again tomorrow. But let's hear from you. What's on your mind? What's on your plate this evening, sir?
Well, the usual rock bottom issue, the Nima County election, and I think the direction you were going, uh, even though there are so many deplorable in Liberia, but when things are good, we should say it. So I think that segment of our democracy that involve election, I think you put it right, and Libra. We have not experienced that systemic extreme political violence in any of our election, as you regularly said. From maybe there will be some skirmishes, people will disagree, but I mean that actual election violence where people are fighting and they had to postpone the election, and a lot of people wounded, people are arrested and put behind bar. I think, despite our circumstances and some of our problems in our country, I think we need to be our chest on that. And I agree with you 100% on that. We need to be our chest on that. And it's like between us and Big Brother, I think we also can take the lead, and Big Brother will have to follow us and come learn some of our example in Liberia. You
Yeah,
see?
Dr. Malley, I don't mean to interrupt. But if there was on the field of a soccer playing right now, I think Liberia against the United States in terms of democracy and the voting process, I think the Liberia will have maybe 3-1 by this time.
No, apart from the football illustration, let's go to the point where maybe they're trying to. We've come to the conclusion that the United States is the home of democracy. But when it comes to election, Liberia should be the home of democracy. Yes, Liberia should be the home of democracy because I I have never gone in a direction to make my own analysis about it. Well, I've been following you, and it makes sense. And it doesn't only make sense; it's a reality. We can see it. We can feel it. We've had uh, approximately 3 successful elections now. I think 4. Charles Taylor, Helen, yes. And I can remember, probably somebody can edit.
Charles Taylor is not counted. I won't. Charles Taylor, the gun were on the people bike,
No,
so I will
let's
not count. I
no,
will
no,
not
no,
count
no.
that.
No, we gotta be realistic now. Election is election. I don't have evidence whether gun were on people back during, because when we talk about
Dr. Mali. You see, when you
no,
guys do these
you
kinds
see,
of stuff,
now, now,
no,
now, now, no, no,
hold on,
no, now
hold on.
we'll have to divulge now.
Of course. Welcome to that. And that's what we're here to do. When you guys do these kinds of stuff, then I find out, I find it very difficult to say as to whether you guys want to really have that discussion.
Wow.
Charles Taylor election,
Uh,
the war didn't end, number one. And Chancellor, you think if Chancellor have not won the election, will you have gotten that little peace in Liberia? No. And the Liberian people understood that.
so what
The
you
only way
saying?
that we got Mr. Dr. Mali and the liberals on the floor. The only way the only way Liberian felt that they will have the peace is to elect Charles Taylor. So it was not a free and fair election.
Nah.
No, I will not say that. But when Madam Sali came in, twice it was a free and fair election. Of course, I believe CDC has been cheated throughout anyway. I have no evidence, but I will say anyhow. Okay, when President Bakar came in, fair and free election. Because of that, President, we are considered in Africa, in Africa, in Africa, the people still counting vote. And the president said, well, what's your talent? The president said, oh, it's not going your way. Oh, man, he said, okay, I'll give it up. In Africa, that's the first. That thing will not have happened in Guinea. That thing will not have happened in our core people, our core country in the internet. That thing will not have happened in Ghana either. That thing will not have happened in Africa, where the people are still counting vote. And then the president, and he was in charge of the government. He had all of the machinery at his disposal. The national security was at his disposal. The National Election Commission was at his disposal. What country in West Africa that were allowed, they will say, oh, okay, things not going my way, okay, you're not going, the people still counting. Okay. Did he even call for recount? Liberia, President, we have put Liberia on the map through football. He once again put Liberia on the map through the electoral process. And I would say that the United States got nothing on us when it comes to election. They can't come to us to say
let me ask you a question.
Here in this country, there are president who will say, if I win the election, that means the people cheated. Let's hear your question.
So my question now is, when Charles Taylor came and the people voted him overwhelmingly, were there any evidences of political violence? Were the election not free, fair, and transparent? Were any ballot box missing or vandalized or disappeared? Were there any missing statistics about this election? Because we have observers in this place. Because it's like where you're coming from now, it's like the people were you're trying to tell our listener that people were traumatized.
I plead the fifth. I'm not gonna tell, oh, I know Child Taylor election is not something that I will count. You can count it, but I will not count it. Let's move on. Let's move on to Nima election.
No, but if that would be the argument, then there's a problem now.
Of course, there's always a problem when a liberal is involved. You think I'm going to concede to you? You think I'm going to sit on this platform and concede to you? The person who Mr. CEO sent you to try to dislodge me. Let me bring you in the rescue two. Rescue one is calling. Thank you very much. You think I'm going to concede to you? Let's forget that one. Not talk about that one. Well, let's move on to Nima election. Thank you, Rescue 2, for joining me. We appreciate it, Chief. Thank you very much. I hope Jerry not taking the rescue two business and say that I give that way. He want to come on my.
Hey,
No,
number two,
you see, you
that's
can't start
it.
fraud. No, you see, you
That's
can't start
it.
fraud. You see,
You had just you had just on truthfully get a title to the men of God.
Listen. Jerry Barker is still the co-host.
Yes.
That has not
Yeah,
changed.
but the co-host
What the
is
man
number
want? What the
two.
man want? We're talking
Mr.
something.
Bachman is still the co-host.
The co-host is number two. When you
No.
say to get the number two
I said
title,
rescue.
so
Rescue
you
2
Rescue.
is
Oh,
not
you
a
see,
co-host.
you see,
Dr. Mahler?
you see that you see.
Who
Dr.
invited
Mahler?
you?
Even
Who
the man
invite
of God, the man of God is defending the rescue two title.
No. Rescue 2
No,
is
I'm
not
not
Dr.
the
Mahler?
co-host.
Yes, sir.
Dr.
Rescue
Mahler?
2 is not a
Yes,
co-host, Dr.
You know what
Marley.
happened? You know what
The
happened last
co-host.
night?
No.
The liberal is a complete disgrace. On a major fundraiser, the same thing when Trump his first time what he did to Kumi, the guy fired his co-host last night and replaced him with Sister Goya. Can you imagine? Jerry Bachman gone.
No, but see, you gotta find a way to accommodate him. You can't let him go.
No, Jerry Barker is still a co-host. He's still a
You see,
co-host.
when you use the word rescue too, that the man close, that the man honor your arm.
No, rescue 2.
And the men of God too.
Okay, you just get out of it.
Whatever.
Okay, guys, let's get it. Let's get a show going. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight, Mr. So CEO. Thank you very much, Dr. Malley, Mr. Collin. Thank you guys for joining me. I spent about 15-20 minutes on the phone here with Liberia Public Radio chief himself, Mike Down, was on. Hopefully, he will join me again tomorrow. But he was saying, I told him that I've already predicted that Coca going to win, and there's no way I can change my mind. But then he said, yeah, well, but at this time, Mr. Toll, we're not quite ready to declare a winner because this thing can go anyway. I mean, it's an election. But he went on to say that many people are now kind of frowning on the vice president's statement about this thing belong to guild people. Many people are now suggesting that perhaps this comment seemed to be divisive. I think that's what I took out of him. And then at the end there, he went on to tell us that the upcoming Supreme Court decision is also being talked about in all over the country as well. So let me welcome the CEO. CEO, thank you very much for a well job done last night. We appreciate it. Those I already said thanks to those who made their contribution last night, but you are ahead of it. We said thank you very much. But we'll come to you later. Let me go to Rescue 2. Rescue 2, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me.
This is a midday coup.
Yeah, whatever. Rescue 2, let's hear from you. What's on your plate? Then the CEO can come in.
Well, it's just the same old, nothing new, nothing extraordinary. For now, the president flew a commercial flight today. That was amazing. The president also rode his own vehicle, and I think that was also concerning. Seems like the president is there figuring things out, which is good, and that is what we've been saying. We need a president that listens to us because power have the potential to corrupt the minds of people who have great vision, people who have great vision, people who have the desire to want to do something good for the country. Powers have a way of corrupting the mind, and if we have a president that listens and make correction and make amends, that is something very, very that we must give credit to. Because if the president can start cutting down on private jet, riding, commercial flights, and all the kind of thing, adjusting his protocol, that tells you that the president is listening and he's making adjustments, which is welcoming. Those are some of the things we expect.
Thank you, and I'm going to see you here. But Terry, if what you're suggesting, if it's to for us to take that to the bank, then perhaps the president have figured his way to stay out of the bubble, and then those now then you can also suggest that the president has now taken control of the situation, that he's no longer listening to people to just say, do they, oh man, I think he has now found his footing, I hope. And that's very, very good for this country. For President Buckard, the president that we know, the best of all, to now stand and say, I will do what I have to do for my people, to ride public transportation, to be able to go not private plane and then be able to ride on public transportation and ride all car now. Okay, so those who were trying to gain one thing that he calling them out, and I think that's a good thing to do. CEO, let me come to you. Let me. Rescue evening watching. Good evening, rescue team watching live. Yes, that Clarence David, another rescue member. Let's hear from you, CEO. Thank you for joining us. So why your face tie for now? I'm telling myself we're talking good here about the country. Why you tie your face for now? More cartel to you again. We're not gonna do that now. You can tie your face for another judgment day. We just see the president doing a wonderful job. Why you tie your face for now? Eh?
It is just sad, trying to pull talking points from here and there. That should have been the responsibility of this old man, and that's exactly what we have been saying. And you guys, on the other hand, seem to be protective and making comparisons of the past when we all denounced and rejected what was happening, George Weah was doing. So he's doing it now. I'm happy that he has grown as an adult and he, listening.
Why
to
will you say that the father of the nation, Mr.
Can I speak my
mind? Yeah, but you cannot come on the public on my show and say that he has grown. Unacceptable, CEO. Unacceptable. He's the president of the nation. He's the president of the nation. He had nothing to grow on.
I am not talking about. I'm not talking about. You speak it in different contexts. I'm not talking about his physical age. If I say grown, I mean grown in making policy, in making good judgment, in making good decision. That's what I'm going. And you see, and this is why you guys every little thing.
Why can you not hold responsible for those who put him in the bubble in the first place? Why are you saying?
Are you coming back? How many times we should talk about this thing here? Talking about people putting him in the bubbles. He put himself there. He allowed himself to go in the barrel, not even bubbles. Well, it was a good thing. We don't know how long you're going to continue, whether it's meant to dilute the conversation at this present time. We don't know. Well, I don't know what his decision going to be. But I'm just going to tell you, this could have been, considering his message from the onset of this campaign to the presidency, he could have done much better. However, we'll wait and see. Whether he will not change tomorrow and you will come back here to back work. So you brought your political revenue here and making to set the stage now. You're talking, oh, he changed, he do this. You will come back here tomorrow again and you will begin to have a different thing. But yeah, why is my concern? I'm so much disappointed in with the Liberian politicians. All of the folks that are gone out there, they are Cara grade, this, that, saying the statement coming from Willamita Peaceful City, the former Gender Affairs Minister in the injury and strappy time and making an endorsement, terming it a strong endorsement. Look, why all of these people, why they left Nima in the first place? They are Cara grade, the Yekaden, and all of them screaming. This is how immature these people are when they show up banned by that lady side. By this time, they should be in the campaign headquarters with her for the last minute fight. Their physical presence speaks a lot. But they go to do all their they left for now, and they come back say that that's not how you run campaign. That's not how you do it. They should have remained in Nimba. They should have a last minute to time conversation with her. They should have stayed by her side until those votes are counted and let them see moving around tomorrow. That could send a signal. But other than left, they all left. I don't understand.
Well, thank you, CEO. I think again, when it comes to that, I think you and I were speaking the same language on that one. CDC, I believe, I don't think that they were in this with their whole heart. I think this is for me. For me, I thought CDC would even win or lose. It doesn't matter. But I thought CDC would have used this opportunity for President Weah to test his popularity, not just his popularity, as to whether he still have it within him to campaign and be able to for people to understand you. You got beat because Liberians and the people who were improvising said that you were not able to do X, Y, and Z. This should have been the opportunity to say, "Yo, look what I can do," and start from day one with Wanagongro, who did not hire herself when it comes to endorsement to work for you. So for you guys to hold yourself until 2 or 3 days before the election, it's unbelievable. And not only that, if she doesn't win tomorrow, they're still going to tie around CDC head. And now CDC going to find themselves, they're having a good time, they feel time based on the inept behavior of the Unity Party. The CDC finds some good voting and things like that. But come tomorrow, the way they behave in this election, it will be something that people will talk about for years. Let me go to Dr. Malley. Dr. Malley, thank you very much. Let's hear from you, my brother.
Yeah, I think I want to agree with the CEO. But before then, I first of all want to thank the CEO for the launching yesterday. But the only disappointment that I see as a means to make a correction is that the board chair I was following the payment list, and it was so disappointing that the board chair were not leading the fundraising.
Who
I
the
didn't
board
see
chair?
it.
Who the board chair?
I didn't see her name
Who the
anywhere
board chair,
around.
Dr. Malley? Who is
I
the
didn't
board
see.
chair?
I didn't see
Dr.
any.
Malley, who the
I
board
didn't
chair?
see any payment from him. I
But
was.
who the board chair?
Because
Dr. Malley,
Why you can't let him talk?
no,
let
no,
him know who the board chair? Who the board chair?
the Honorable Samson B. Told
When
the
you give me
board.
board position, I'll be board
Oh,
chair.
oh.
So
The
when
man
it come
was
when it come to the money now,
they not both here.
so I thought the board chair would be leading this thing because I can't come and pay 150. I mean, and the board chair can't pay 500 and I can't pay 600. That's an insult. So we expected the board chair to take the lead, so we'll follow him. But even as we speak, the board chair is still in the bubble with this thing. I don't know he against it or he fighting it psychologically or what's going on. CEO, you got to sleep over this. And I will not get back to Nima County.
You
see,
finish?
seriously,
You finish? That board chair you waiting for before you make your contribution? That board chair you waiting for? I started there. I was making contribution last night. They ain't wait for board chair.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm talking about board chair. I'm talking about the big potato. I'm not talking about the men of God, the men of God, the men of God.
Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
You get juice. You not come with juice again?
The men of God, what
grab the glass.
You will always support a laudable cause. But back to Nima County. I think Edith should be able to win this thing here because Edith have got what I call people who invoke the political magic charm. You know, they say CDC have got the political magic charm. When they're behind you, automatically you must win. It's a matter of must. So if either don't win this thing, then I would be questioning CDC magic charm. Where is that popularity now? Because it will also be a referendum on the sedition, whether their popularity, as Colin always said, they will not come to power. Then we will start beginning to question that so-called popularity. Because if all of them went to Nima and threw their weight behind this woman, before the chicken could crow, they all disappear. It seems to be they are back at their old game again, try to deceive this woman.
Thank you. Rescue 2, let me come to you quickly. I know for me, CDC, this is who they are, but they're claiming that they will come by 2029. Can you Mr. Collin, can you tell me, with this kinds of stuff happening, do they have it within them to come by 2029, you think?
CDC is a political party that love to jump around, make noise. They're good at making noise and causing violence and things. That is what they're good at. But when it comes to strategy, nah. Now you see what happening now in Nima County? They said, Gregor Kuma said he heard that there are plans on the way to create chaos. And even this morning, he called OKF and he said that they blocked the road and all of that. There were people who blocked the road somewhere and think, I don't know if it's a mirage for something else, GOL to do something else, or is the plan that the 600 men or 1,000 men that was sent into Nima County is going to create some kind of instability to make it look like the government, causing problem to rig the election. Those are the kind of strategies CDC know how to create, but they're coming back. Is squarely predicated upon the leadership of our government, the rescue mission, and I don't think the Liberian people would look at CDC to bring them back after all of what they have done. I'll be very surprised when they do that. Even if the rescue mission fails, CDC should not be the option. There are so many other good people in Liberia to give them the opportunity to serve the country. Look at what's happening in the country right now. Look at what CDC is doing. Like I said on the show, for CDC to come back, they have to unify the opposition. Once you cannot unify the opposition, Liberal, you will not have a strong team to defend yourself. Like what's happening now in Nima County. If even something goes wrong, where is the unified opposition to fight the government? They're not unified. They're just jumping all over the place. Everybody they just all scatter. You clearly say you're supporting 3 candidates. The other person jump. So where is, and Joel said it the last time. Joel said we need to come together. Unify the opposition. Joel officially endorsed Madam Edith Gongo where. But where is President Weah? Where was the executives? Members, they say the same people, but is that enough? You need to have a strategy to engage elections in major strongholds. But again, CDC that had it operate, they will be depending on. They say, okay, let's forget about Nima, man. 2029, the whole of the Southeast will vote for us. When they don't understand that the people who running the country is also making gains in the stronghold in the Southeast. They're also not taking into consideration the breakaways that they are experiencing in the CDC. They are not looking at means to try to recuperate those people that are leaving the party, to go after them or forge new alliances. They're waiting for people to come to join them, which will be very late. By that time, the Unity Party or the other parties have already gathered our strength to be able to move forward. You see? So I really doubt that CDC will come back, because looking at the strategy mechanism that they're using right now is very, very poor. I could be wrong, but the strategies are very poor. They gotta also change the message. They gotta carve a new message What is CDC message right now? What's the message? What are they really saying to the Liberian people? When we stay seeing them rotating the same very people that are on sanctions, will the Liberian people look at these people and say, okay, you'll come back, knowing that these people are on US sanctions? So are they really thinking about all these things? I doubt it. So if they can unify the opposition, put forth new faces that will be engaging the media and talking for them. Like you see, you take a Carlos Gray, who lost election in Montserrat County just 1 year ago. Even though he's talking, he's something, but you take him to go run campaign for Madam Ide Gongo where? In Nima County. What kind of message is that sending? You take Yeke Koluba to go run campaign for you. What kind of message is that sending? So I don't know what kind of strategy they're using, but I think the strategy is not looking strong enough to win the minds of the Liberian back onto them. I could be wrong.
Thank you. Let me come to you, CEO. And the question to you will be, CDC. I'm not too sure whether they have new message or their faces they have supposed, but what other group of opposition do we have in Liberia that will be able to do this and be able to hold the government feet to the fire? If CDC is not there to do that, but Terry is saying even if they're doing that, they don't have good message. Talk to me on this, CEO.
Yeah, I mean, Terry has a very good, arguable point, and that's the same thing. Even in other country, I know it's always a challenge in third world countries and any other country when it comes to the opposition of media. But Liberia is one of the country that is just so difficult. You remember the All Liberian Conference that brought Taylor to power, and Taylor said that. You're like, oh, all of these people here, they want power. They want to be in power. They put themselves together now. They will be arguing in that room. They will be, I want to be this, I will want to be this. And at the end of the day, I will be elected. And that's exactly what happens. So now, if the opposition knew very well, this positions in question here, this senatorial position here, which is consequential, which is very, very much new, which is very much important, that could change the dynamics of comes 2029 and how the Senate going to conduct herself and stuff like that. CDC George, we are the Ellis Cummings and all of the major oppositions, the actors, they could have had a meeting. And that's where political settlement comes in. And put the three or all of those people that are contesting within the opposition bloc and see who is more like, and all of these things comes with preparation, adequate preparation. That's not an overnight thing. We never knew who they were going to be putting forward. Ellis Cummings brought Tar one way. Tar one way is coming back to ANC. That is insignificant to this whole thing. And if it was so important, and I will come back to this point, all of them, they should, by this time, should have still remained in Nima County. Let their presence be felt. Let it show as an indicator that these people have solidified their political grip and that they have learned their support to this woman here. But even up to the last minute, they can send whatever people there to finances, but they were still looking for people and protecting votes. Keeping eyes on the ballot, that is it's very hard to wage a campaign against a ruling establishment because they have all of the resources, logistical wise, everything to move, to do stuff. So we're going to wait and see. But in as much they were unable to do that, to bring people together and look among the tree and say, hey, this is what people are doing here. Even the presidents, they are not interfering. When they look at you two of us going into the race and they see all that is involved, and say, hey, you're not a likable guy. You cannot. So they're not going to, the party not going to waste their time and put resources. You can go. They say, well, this is the person that we're supporting. But our people, because they don't want Mr. A to feel bad, so they came up with this sort of flawed strategy. I don't know where it's coming from. We're supporting three other candidates. What's the strategy? Presidential election is not next year. All right? So why you can't take a definitive position? Why couldn't you go there, going from Ganta, the Platte City with the Hill Vote, going to Saniquere, going to Secretary, going to those places and do a tour? And hey, you know what? I will remain here with Edith Gonglo until all votes are counted. I can't agree. Other than running by piece of senator and giving statement now overnight, tomorrow people are going to be voting. And then you say you endorse. You should be in Nima County, but you should have been in Nima County over that pickup with her brother, and they were going from place to place. That's a complete hypocrisy and joke because they are unwilling to take a political risk. That's a complete, I don't understand.
Thank you. Let's go to Dr. Malley, then we'll go around to close that subject and move on to the next one. Dr. Malley, the question to you is, give us your prediction. Who do you think gonna win tomorrow?
Oh, with everything being constant, I think Koga, who has gotten the blessing of the government, I think he's going to win this election. And there's two reasons for that. One, they have got too many things to their advantage. Too many things. Like the CEO said, resources, logistic, a whole lot of things, and throwing their weight behind them.
I'll be back in a few seconds.
Yeah. But here is also my point. The men of God just talk about we need an active political institution on the ground. That's very true. But I don't know when we're going to even arrive at that. Because in the first place, CDC is not good at managing coalition. No. They are very, they don't have the strategy to manage coalition at all. So it's not possible. So in the absence of an active political institution to take on the UP, as I see it now, CDC will continue to fill the void. That's what I see here. Because in the first place, we still cannot overlook CDC. I think what's going on in Nima County now, I think CDC is testing the water in Nima County. They're trying to experiment. I think not so much that they are in the interest of this lady, because their pronouncement that they train their weight behind everybody, this is my first time even seeing that kind of thing. All right. I think that they try to experiment what is on the ground and which direction because they know Nima is very crucial in 2029. Nima will be another battleground again in 2029. But here is my conclusion. CDC is likely to fill in the void because up to now, I don't see any actively political motivating team on the ground right now. Kumi is saying now that the state structuring, the 26th party, I don't hear anything about anybody. So CDC is likely again to steal the show. And this is based on so many factors. One, we Liberians, we have got short memory. We have a poverty-striking voters. All right. We also have a voter that believes in handout rather than manifesto. These are voters that support rogues when they should be persecuting them, and when the rogue tell them, "Oh, we'll share the booty," they feel so happy and even vote you in power. All right. They are not interested in development. So at the end of the day, even the issue of the sanction the men of God talk about, these are very significant things that you should even stand on, not to even vote for anybody. But I notice they even romanticize with people who are on sanction. They see it as a glorious day. They are happy when you're on sanction. It's where they even give you their votes. That's the type of population, voting population we're talking about, Mr. Collins. So when I say CDC might win a scene, it's very possible because now, how many political parties went to that place? How many political parties even talking right now? You see? So if Joseph Barker performed extraordinarily, there are possibility they could jam CDC. But if they perform desperately,
Dr.
they are
Mother,
going
you gotta bring the camera down because your name is right in your face. Here we go. You gotta bring the camera down a little bit.
no, say
Now,
I should relax. Let me just relax.
okay, relax then. All right. Thank
Yeah,
you for
but every
relaxing.
time I try to make a turn, there's a harassment. Every time, so it's I don't know.
But
I feel so unsafe.
your name tag, go and look at the show later on. Your name tag is right in your Facebook, cannot see your
Yes,
face.
liberal, the message is what matters. Leave those titles.
Dr.
Let's
Madi.
move on.
Okay, let me go on. Let me go on
Yeah.
to
So that's the problem with the voting population we have in Liberia. I continue to say, if CDC press on and His Excellency President Baka not in the picture anymore, CDC could likely win the 2029 election
okay. Thank you.
based on the factors.
Thank you. Terry, I'm not too sure if I need to ask you who's going to win. You already told us this, yeah? Over and over. But let me do this, then we're going to move on to the next subject matter. Let me do this. I want to play this video here, and you will see it will say LPR tour, because the video was taken back in 1929 of
Oh,
Chief Swa Koko herself. And those days, people were not in the process of wearing clothes. So let me put this up.
What is this?
so Libra, what the purpose of this video here?
Don't worry about it. Just sit down. You will enjoy yourself.
Okay, but then I gotta take a little break. I will come
Yeah,
back.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're not getting anything out of this video.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Again, folks, I want to thank all of you. The issue
But
here
no,
is
the
this.
sound, the video.
No, it doesn't have sound.
Okay.
The video doesn't have sound. But here's my reason of playing this here. She's a chief back in 1929 when women were running away from white people.
Hmm.
And the guy who did this video was a white man. One of the things he wrote that yes, indeed, she was a chief because she, according to what he wrote, was questioning him. And when they got to that town, the people wanted plotter. I didn't know up until yesterday. Porter, plotter. I didn't know in total plotter, but I didn't know that's what it was. They ask her for people. When you see us doing your hair like this, they ask her for people to carry their luggages. And she said, "You're gonna pay." They said no. She said, "I don't have anybody." She refused. These are history. Now, here's the reason I'm playing this video here. We are Liberian, of course. There are many more videos like this here. I come across a lot of video where 1926 they were building the road from Tabata going towards the river with their hands, bare hands, digging, and other people were beating drum while they were building the road. Okay, while they were beating, while they were trying to build the road. And if you go more into another video, there are people. This was between 1936 or something like that, carrying people in a hammock. And not only were they carrying people, but they have Liberians carrying their stuff on their head. Many of us have heard these stories before. To come from there, to come from that position, from my perspective, to be in this today, Liberia, it will come a long way. Where we have one man, one vote. But it's good sometimes to reflect back to where we were. Because when you have that reflection, perhaps you will find your footing. Okay? And when you find your footing, hopefully you'll be able to express yourself the way you think and the way you want things to be. I'm going to be doing this from time to time. I got a lot of the video. I just found them yesterday from a website, which I'm not going to announce now. But the point here is this. The point of me playing that video, this lady, she was the chief.
So,
And she told the people, I got nobody here for you to carry your load. If you want to do it, you do it yourself. And the people they brought from Kakata, according to the story, the people they brought that from Kakata, they continue because their intent was, Mr. So, please, if you and Dr. Male don't want to be on my show, excuse yourself. Please. I'm running
but
a
we're
show.
not here to cancel them.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me run my show, please. Let me run my show. Dr. Male, y'all want to leave, y'all leave. The point here is this. When the guy came from Kakata, their intent was to stop to Swakoko, and the Swakoko people were going to give them men. But the lady refused. And these people from Kakata continue on to Manga. The stories are there. The point here, when we have this reflection to the history, tomorrow we're going to have an election. Tomorrow we're going to have an election, the election that we've all been talking about here tonight. What are we trying to achieve out of those elected officials? We're just here to talk. We're just here to say these people will their party will win their party. What is the end result? What is the benefit for the Liberian people? And in order for me to ask that question, I have to give you a context. This is a liberal.
Context.
And business. This is a liberal.
Come bring Nicky one more year concept of contest.
That Nicky woman back then who were wearing clothes. My great great grandfather was not wearing clothes. My great grandma was not wearing clothes.
Okay.
But the issue.
I put my own video.
I don't care what kind of video you're gonna play. Play your own. While you told that wearing red draw, that why you play that one that long time business.
Running under the ring.
Yeah, running under the ring. But let me come to you. I know since two of them they are upset, Terry, they're not ready to give me any kind of good response right now. But let me come to you on a very serious note. What is the intent? What do we expect to get out of these elected officials? That people tomorrow will get on the sun to go and vote, cast their vote. One of the most important civic duty of any citizen in a country will be exercised tomorrow. Those people will exercise that right tomorrow in Nima County. Then what? When the election is over, somebody is elected. What are we getting out of it? Terry, let's come to you.
Yeah, Labor, it's good to play the history. The Bob Marley said, if you don't know your history, you will not know where you are going. So I think one of the reasons why we fail is because we refuse to retrospect. Like what you just said, right? Or Labua have short memory. They're quick to forget that what Dr. Mali said. And if you continue to retrospect back, you will have a sense. Like today on OKFM, we had the three guys that were part of the Progressive explaining the death of Tolbert and all of that, including Samuel Jackson. They were there today with Tewan Gonglo and the other guy. So they were explaining, and they chilled, the cold bomb to give the Liberian people, since these people are alive, to give us a history of where we were versus where we are. What is the difference? And what did we learn from our past? It seems like we have learned nothing, unfortunately. The generation, how can we, in fact, the generation is even retrogressing. Because like I said, the people that are responsible to change this thing are the people we elect. They are the ones responsible to change. You can't blame the electors, like or Dr. Mali was saying, that the people, you can't blame the electors. You blame the people that the electors voted. Like what you saying, Liberal. She stood her ground and said the white people mustn't carry the load. I mean, her people must not carry the load for those people. And because she stood her ground, she protected her people. Just like the video that you played for Martin Luther, who stood up for the black movement, for the black people. So the people who change lives are leaders who are prepared to make the sacrifices to initiate change. But if Jeremiah Kuhn was on something saying, vote for the man because the man is a bad man, is a dumb man, and we need to secure a position. We're all telling us what kind of change Koga will effect in the house. Likewise, even Edith Gongo, even though I support her, the only narrative she and her people saying is that we need another woman in the house. We need another woman in the house. Is that sufficient enough to give you the position that is very, very much important for the entire county? You know, so what are the leaders? What are they thinking about the people? Because only them can make change. We have 30 senators in the house. 30 senators in the house, in the upper house. All right. And the other ones in the lower house. I think 70 or 73 in the lower house. All right. And these are the people that we're depending on to make decisions for us for the resources of the country to be disseminated accordingly to the rest of the people. And the only thing they go into the house for is to fight for themselves. So how do we expect for our people's life to change? So the change that we're trying to achieve is not in the people. The change that we're trying to achieve is in the leaders that we elect. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Let's come to you, Mr. So. What are we expecting to get out of these people? If you care to talk about it, fine. You have any other topic you want to discuss? Go on.
I will tell you right now. What we expect is the same old thing, bro. So let me just see this here.
Push our agenda. We need to have our own speaker. So today, an opposition speaker will not push our agenda. We need to have our own speaker.
Yeah. Just how your bro Regine Speaker, the Joseph Boyka, the Unity Party, just how your bro Regine Speaker, the man who paved the way to a Regine Speaker, that's the man now, the government of Liberia, the Unity Party, they have taken all of our money and everything gone to Nima County. So that is why you're bringing to us again. And you should be brave enough to frown on this. And he left. You know, the old man here is complete. He's no different from Bob Willie. When he knows something coming to do things, he jump on Kenya Airways now. Oh, he's not getting on Bob. Why he not carrying his private jet? He's supposed to be riding his private jet. He carried to Bapolu, Lofada. Why he can't carry it?
I give up, Terry. I give up. These people, they are unredeemable. I give up.
Let me make my point. So he quietly, peacefully left because they are bringing another regime. But, you know, be careful. He who rides the back of the alligators eventually goes into the belly. And Koga, they carry the Pope, the man who they carry the, go, the man where they play where you took the Kofa air that they pulled out today, right? I know. The play where Joseph Baka talking. That the man to do it. So they're bringing the Koga man here now. Koga going to the Senate. You're carrying him to the Senate. After he finished the straw, that his reward. This is what the country cannot progress because people who lead the country to destruction, you sit and heavily to reward them with a huge political prize. Charlie Monk, he now spoiled the House of Representatives. You're taking him now to the Senate. Maybe that Nyombi Kanka will be the next one. And if possible, Jeremiah Kum. Don't be surprised when Koga start leading impeachment. Even though it don't come from the Senate, it got to come from the lower house. Maybe he will do it. People, he will do his stuff there. So that's what we want to get.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Dr. Mario, before we open the line.
Well, I differed a bit that the voters are the problems. When you have a scenario where you keep the people very poor.
You differ with yourself?
You
differ with yourself because you told us the voter was the problem. Now you're going to differ with that?
Differ is all again.
Give me a chance.
You're not
No, not helping me. He said it. All right? That the people who are voted in power should not have the problem. But the people who voting them should have the problem. That was I say a differ. The people who come to ask them for their vote, they get the problem.
But
and not the people that are voting. In the first place, if you keep me in the darkness for a long time, you keep me poor for a long time, you don't expose me to education, obviously, I become an instrument of exploitation. That was happening in Liberia. All right? So even the progressives that came, they were never concerned about educating the Liberian people. They were concerned about power. That was their focus. So they were not even organized to even help the system at the time. Anyway, that's a different discussion. Back to Koga. To be very frank with you, as CEO said, I strongly want to believe Koga's focus here is to become Senate pro tem. So Yomli should not sit down there comfortably, because this is a revolution that is going to sweep in our house there, and you will not believe it. All right? So the regime speaker, if I want to make a relationship to the video you just showed, that's the same thing, but this one now is at a higher level. That's the same old 6 and 5. So there's nothing to even learn from no history. The things are just elevated to a very different level under this government. All right? So the problem now is, if His Excellency is going around now in this thing, George, we are left behind 2 bulletproof cars. But because politics is self-actualization, that is seeing direction His Excellency finding himself. He had no business buying. He had no business buying a car. George, did not take that thing to Crew County. He left it there. Why can't you use it? Or because George, we are sat inside, and so I can't sit down inside. That the same thing Helen Johnson said he did. Because though be the defense ministry and our president now, I can't send my defense minister inside. She broke it down. Is that how we're going to develop the country? The same old playbook. Then when we get out, we want to be stabbing $1 million or yeah, we want to be stabbing CDC in the back. We want to be stabbing CDC in the back. You see, we've been very disingenuous in the discussion here. All right. So if you come back to tell us that, oh, His Excellency is now setting out to find. No. The whole government is about His Excellency. It's not about the Liberian people. We still need a patriotic president in that country. We haven't found one yet.
Thank you. Thank you. You are not. If you haven't seen one, that means you're not looking. We need to buy you glasses. We need to buy you glasses. If you can't find one patriotic president at this time, we need to get you glasses.
Do you have one now?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Who?
President Wakai. President Wakai. President Wakai. The most. Let me come to you to rescue 2. In fact, I will not even call your niece. They want to start the one tonight. That how will end it. Let me put a number. Oh, you want to give her a call? Y'all give her a call. You don't want to give her a call. That 212 here tonight. Let's see where they can. No. Terry, let me come to you. Let me come to you.
When are you move the title?
Yeah. You don't need to have a title. Terry, let me come to you. These 2 gentlemen here, these people we have allowed to come on our show. We are allowed them to come and express themselves freely. But they're coming now that we do not have a patriot president of the Republic of Liberia. Terry, I don't want to go too far. And so you being the most gentleman, the most rescuer on this, let you talk. I don't want, because when I start talking here right now, that different thing. Let me hear from you, Terry.
It depends on how they understand what patriotism is, because Dr. Martin did not give us no reference as to what he mean by we need a patriot.
Let me call you right there. Let me cut you right there. Hold on, hold your thought. Dr. Mali, you are not talking to Bobo. You're talking to us. You see how the beginning just started with you? He keep telling you now, where's your reference point?
Let me ask you.
Please.
Ask me. I will tell you.
No, we're not going to ask you. Terry, okay. Go ahead. Dish it out.
Yeah, so I think, Dr. Mali didn't like to make the water muddy. but JLB is patriotic. Patriotism is various from different perspectives. One of the ways in which you can determine, there's a man who lived in one house in rehab all his life. Since he became president for 1 year plus, he have not changed that location. Neither have he bought a new house of himself. As compared to your previous guy that you talk about starving in the back, that guy previously was a soccer legend. He did not pay those kind of money until he became president. So, and all of that. But yeah, so JLB remained where he was until he became president. But one of the things is that when leaders become leaders, especially in the position that he in, the people around you dictate to you. And I think this is where he got to stand up for himself, because we elected him. I believe that he have all those dreams and aspirations in him, but he have to allow himself to make those decisions for himself. And I think that is what we don't have. We have been struggling from leaders who are decisive, leaders that make decisions. Even President Weah, I believe, was a very smart guy, and he had his own decision to make. But when you come to the presidency, the other person coming said, "No, Mr. President, you can't make that kind of decision. You can't go that kind of place. You can't do that kind of thing." It changes your vision and your priorities. So I think that is what we have. We have presidents and leaders who come to the place there with great visions and aspirations, but they allow people to control them. They first start making mistakes by employing people that are close to them, friends and relatives. Once you start doing that, you definitely going to fail. And your vision, your aspiration, what you plan to do will shrink. For you to fulfill those things, that will be hard. Look at the inconsistency now that he's having, the instability. You ride in private jet 1 minute, the next minute you fly a commercial flight. I come in. You ride. Yeah, I jump it down. You ride. You ride. No, I think you riding Lexus. Another minute you go back to riding Toyota. So what is happening there? It's telling you that the president is trying to come out of that cocoon where they place him. He's trying to tell us, look, this is not what I came here with. This is not my mandate. This is not a vision. This is not me. All right? That is why he's changing. He's trying to change because of where they put him. He's trying to tell us, look, this is not what I came. This is not the kind of mind I have.
Yes.
That is what I saw today.
Yes.
And he's trying to distance himself from that lifestyle that they want to give him.
Yes.
This is a man I saw wearing one shirt over and over.
Mm-hmm. That's the man we know.
Up to now, this is not a man that he's trying to spend himself in the club. Even when the man dancing, you can know he don't even know how to dance. So tell me, since 1 year, the president that we have now, have you seen him really pleasure making that way our former guy making
Mr. So, will you please let Terry finish his statement?
Mr. So, Liberia have one of the best presidents in the history. Because for 1 year, this president, from work to his house,
That's it.
you don't hear any story about old girlfriend being there. He flying to Ghana, he going to the other place. You're not hearing no kind of thing, girlfriend. You 1 year. You don't hear about girlfriend business.
The man able to get
Work to your house. Work to your house.
You want all to play where you get called about talking today?
That you get called about you listen to.
What wrong with you? Now you're representing.
Let you get called about day of video. We want evidence. Let you give evidence.
Oh, that now you know
Yeah,
you
I
crazy.
heard that today. You say you slap your get called back, but we'll wait to see that to happen.
All right, caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
My name is Ambrose. I'm calling from Louisville. Hey, you gonna be in Louisville on the 9th?
Yes, I will be there.
Oh, I'll look for you. I'm definitely gonna be on that program.
Okay.
Yeah, but Terry is helping myself. So Terry, they're not under that shoe. They're forcing to put it on. That's true. Somebody's supposed to wear it. If he said now, since people deciding for him, right, that's not who he is. The shoe alone and the coat. You say he wear only one coat, one shirt over and over. How come he came to America? He got to go get a designer to start wearing designer coat suit. But you know that's not the issue here. I like your approach to it, but you know this is just Ghana. That's why he fly commercial. But I bet you the day he started with he's coming back to America.
Hold on, Ambrose. Let me merge this color. Hold on, please. Let me merge the color. All right, Ambrose, go ahead so the colors can come in.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna
hold on, one more color in. Hold on, let me merge this other one as well. All right, Ambrose, go ahead. We got other colors behind you. Go ahead, my brother.
You see, the problem Mr. Two, your potential face with, you're trying to defend the undefendable. Just take the beating and just say, yeah, we lied. All along we've been lying, and we're sorry. And I think, my issue, with Terry. I think his issue with President Weah is personal. I don't think it's based on policy or something, because he keeps referencing to President Weah like both of them are equal, or Weah came to the presidency, or he never had anything. But you forget that this person is playing.
Hold on. Let me merge the last color here because that's how many I can take. I hope you guys don't fall out right now. Okay, that's the last color I can merge. Then after all of the Ambrose, go ahead, finish up.
Sometimes maybe the last one I'll get up the last. And you forget that from what I was told or heard, they say that house that you keep referencing to, so we were already on that project. It just, the timing was not right when he became president, and he stopped being it. It came up.
Thank you.
Like, but he said something that was on the way. It was already constructed. And, I was talking about. I was seeing Mr. Two when you get there.
Yeah.
I was trying to say my own contribution.
Yeah, the other human being we don't know yet. He might be there. We don't know yet.
Mr. So
I don't call it anybody new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it'll be nice if both of you can come.
No. When you get there,
I'll be chief in Louisville. I'll be time chief in Louisville. As well, the Grandidian, they say, that man.
Where is he? Amber, where is he?
He's in Louisville. Okay, all right.
I'll be there. I will be there by the grace of God.
Okay, let's hear from you. Yula.
How you doing, Mr.
Thank you.
Yeah. I agree with you when you got the remark on the charter issue, and you said that charter we got to be what they want to come out so the people vote for you. But then when Kingdom Matter said it, you sugarcoat it, which I disagree with you. But for the first time, the same way Liberia was thinking, because Liberia was thinking that if they do not put her there, she might probably bring another war in the country again. She was voted in support of the war. Well, her second term was a legitimate win. It's actually we have she stood the election. I want to share also. So I will agree with you, but there's no sugarcoat. Matter said it was fully supporting the war to kill people in the country. Okay, so let's go to the other one. Oh yeah, you were talking about the donation thing. I was thinking about buying your computer, but I don't know if you got a representative in the DMV area.
What area? What area you
in the DMV.
Where? DMZ?
Yeah, the DMV, Maryland, Virginia, and DC.
Yeah, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Yeah, when you just call Mr. So, you got Mr. So number. He will make that arrangement for you. That's what he does. He's very good at that. So just give him a call.
Okay, so when I order, I will.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing you can do.
You're not familiar with your number then.
Okay, but here's the thing. Yeah, you can. Here's the thing you can do when you're ordering. When you talk to him, instead of bringing it to your place, you can just order straight to him.
Oh, that'll be another thing. Okay.
Yeah,
I will send you his number. Okay. Let me put Mr. So number on here. The LPR number on here. Where's the number? I can't even see. If you ain't got a number, the number. You see the number? Yeah, you see the number 682-433. You see the number?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 682-433-8802. When you call that number, definitely you and him can make that arrangement. Then you don't have to do twice. You just send it straight to him. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. All right, no problem. I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for even talking about it. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me go on to the next caller. Caller, you're next in line. That will be Clarence, I believe. Hello?
Hey, Mr. Tom, how you doing?
Oh, thank you. Aaron Brabra will come to you. Please just hold on. Go ahead, Clarence. Go ahead. Rescue team number 4. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody talking. Aaron, anybody over there that in a noisy area, just mute yourself, please. Go ahead, Clarence.
I want to tell you and Terry, thank you tonight. You know that you are standing up to the CEO and his deputy.
Yeah.
Very question. Yesterday I logged into the LPR app, I think 3-4 times, but there was another program I was on because I was working yesterday. But then later on, late in the evening, now when I got there, now we're almost at the report to the end of the program, but I was getting the so-called over the weekend.
Thank you.
But to the show tonight, you know, like you get your money that you don't want to know the weight.
You get what?
The other one, I want to repeat it.
What? Mr. David, what you say?
He said you get your honyo that you don't want to know the weight.
Who get a honyo? Clarence, who get a honyo?
Nobody.
Whether you mention, many people are getting and coming in with a whole lot of different suggestions. This will happen, this will happen. To me, this country has gone through a lot. I don't think anybody will be down there, you know, to bring chaos and getting into their own table. If people continue to say the lady is a bad, the lady is a bad, you see how what the legacy the woman said before. Look at the president superintendent of Nima. She's been there, let's just say 1 year or 4 months. Either served the country for 1.5 years. And either did not resign at the time she was superintendent in the country here. She was dismissed because of out of corruption. So to get people, so that now she for sort of poor now. So I don't see the reason why everybody continue to say the woman got a bad platform. What a bad platform I see her at the time when Unity Party took over, when Ellie took over, you know, you got it 2005. What the money was coming in the country, get them when reading. And what was the legacy that she said in our country? So people continue to preach the divisive politics. I don't think it's fair for the country. Don't be fair. But in the election, continue to say anybody win the election, they might win. But don't stop because I listen to Kyle Gray today
They are trying to upgrade the cable, the internet cable in the country. And they are pushing that all because so the election, the Supreme Court or ruling, that's the reason why they are trying to play with the cable. So because of the election and the cable that will give us stable internet in the country, how they got it their team?
Thank you.
So really, on the issue of the president buying a commercial plane to go Ghana, this is what we know that that man is down to earth. We Ghana for what has happened in the past. Anybody can lead as a whole. There's no person leader that says, say I take over the leadership, everything will just be bread, but will just be straight. Sometimes you realize your mistake, you can make correction. And then always listen to the Liberian crowd. So they only have come down to decide to round commercial plane. Why again? When they only round private plane, we complain. When you round commercial plane, we complain. Nigerian people.
Thank you.
Something here, don't try to stop it. Just get on the leader doing the right thing. Don't push the truth for the leader so that they will be able to do more. Thank you for the show, Mr. Tom.
Thank you. Aaron Brapper, let's hear from you. Aaron Brapper, are you there?
I'm here, loud and clear. How you guys doing?
Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind? Okay, hold on, Aaron. Let me put the other color. That will be the last color, please, guys. Aaron, hold on 1 minute. Let me merge this color. All right, go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
Nothing on my mind, but to just address Terry Tabata analysis that you were giving over there about President. We are house and Joseph Waka living in the same house. Has he seen Joseph Waka house in recent time? Do we see the clothes that Joseph Waka wear now? Look, a president supposed to be treated like a president. I get that. I'm not going to knock the old man off his game and stuff like that. But when Terry come on this platform and try to talk about people, building houses or doing all kinds of stuff, when the guy is the presidency, Terry need to check his facts. Okay? Let's forget about the condominium because Joshua started that project long before 2017. There's a whole video tape on that. YouTube tape from an international journalist that was talking about the condominium. Joey, I've been living in that real house. I've been there before more than 4 or 5 times. Okay? Joey, I don't build that real house when he was president. He built that house when he was playing soccer. So when Terry come and talk about, they meant down to earth, they meant bed, let him go look at Joseph Parker house right now. Let him go there and see whether he will enter or and see whether it's the same place where they were parking car and collecting money for parking space. Let him go there right now. He's the president, so he got to upgrade.
Thank you.
The man wearing $800 shoes. The man riding the latest Lexus that he even come from the factory here in America here. And you want to sit here and talk about, they woman down to earth, the woman down to earth?
Okay. Thank you.
Get your facts together, Terry, please.
Okay.
So those are the analysis you can bring. Then your bias or co-chair or rescue one can say you win debate. I'm looking forward to that debate again. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
But I'm going to be moderating the debate when you come back.
No, if you moderate me, I will not show up for the debate. I need an independent moderator. Don King from CNN. I need Don King from CNN.
You need Don King from CNN. Okay, all right. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Okay, all right. Last caller. Go ahead. 203 number. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello to everybody on the show and all everybody that's listening.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've been listening to and I had let's say two things to comment on.
Okay.
Which is the president traveling to Ghana with Air Kenya. I believe that the president is listening to all the criticism, so he tried to readjust. That is something that we're watching, and Another thing that I want to talk on again is concerning Nima County by election, senatorial by election. I think that that election is something that people need to pay keen attention to, more especially with the brother. I know Clarence trying to compare, let's say, Mountain with a Buckaball Hill. You're talking about somebody who been in power for 13 years as a representative of that county, and you're talking about a lady who just had power for 1 year plus, and you want to compare both of their progress, and you think if the body, if they will be fair, you think they're going to be on the side of Samuel Koga, a confucianist like that guy, a man who undermines somebody's leadership.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I just don't want to go to.
Thank you.
Why are you cutting the man off?
The man say thank you. I said thank you. Thank you.
You see, this woman will not change.
Wait. You still? You say you're leaving now anyway. But anyhow, guys, let me say here very quickly. To many of you that have been calling tonight, thank you very much. We still asking you to, if you let me put Mr. So number up again. If you I don't do money business, and Mr. So he does the money issue. So if you have any contribution like you was doing here, he said he might, and we don't do, if you're going to do that, or if you're going to purchase anything, instead of purchasing it and let it come to you before you send it to LPR, you can just call Mr. So. He will give you the address, and you just purchase it, go straight to him, and that way you save some money or whatever it is. And so that's his number over there, 682-433-8802. And I ask all of you that watching, if you haven't made your contribution, we ask you to do so at this time. Whatever amount you can give, and Mr. So also to us, it's not just money. If you have any electronic stuff that our correspondent will be utilizing, will be good. But you guys, for 20 minutes a day, Mr. Mike Down was on here giving us an update, and that's what we do all the time. Mr. So, you want to say something on this before we?
Yeah, I don't know who the caller that was talking, and I said that yesterday.
His name. Let me give you his name.
Is that Ambrose?
No, not Ambrose. They call
So,
it
like I said,
Julu and a Kear.
Oh, Julia.
Yeah, Julia. Yeah.
So. Yeah, but he got a number. He called a number. So, but yeah, it's the thing here. Again, it's not just because at the end of the day, when we get money, we buy stuff. There are things the guys they ask for, and we all know that we can. We here sometimes we carry power bank. It might sound simple, but that's a huge one. But that are kind of a little bit selective. If people want, maybe during my program was displayed. It's at the top of type. It's on Amazon. It's $24. But I think about 50,000 watt. It gets. I was trying to show you yesterday. I left that one in the bag. So it can be anything like a guy who wants to buy something. We appreciate that. You can do that. But like you said, just call me and I can just give you the address. That way you don't have to, it will just ship. And once we get it, we'll confirm with you, whatever. Because there are some things that are still putting together here, get the barrel up to date again before we can ship that. So anybody who chooses to buy whatever they want to buy for
yes, what Dr. Toto is putting up here, Mr. So.
Can you let's do? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow on Mr. So. We'll make a list and we'll bring that up. Those of you that have his number.
Dr. Toto, your friend here tonight is treating Dr. Malley and myself with his whatever clergy.
Good night, Mr. So. Good night, Mr. So. Again, folks, if you're listening, this is Samson to Labra Pop Radio. Join us tomorrow again. Oh, we haven't made a closing yet. rescue savior because you're on rescue business.
He's so confused. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, well, Dr. Mali, I will let rescue take us home tonight. Let's hear from you, Dr. Mali. Got 2 minutes.
Wow. So 2 of them will leave with their tabata before we go down the study.
As usual. But anyway, let me say that there is a need for His Excellency to attend Ibrahim Traore, 37-year-old military leader, patriotic institution in Burkina Faso. The president needs to pay a visit there and see what patriotism is like. This 37-year-old military leader has defied presidential lifestyle. He has defied presidential flamboyancy. He has defied self-actualization. He has defied presidential aggrandizement. This man, from day one, he has shown who he is. If President Walker was patriotic, we're going to see it from day one. Day one, you are going to ride a commercial plane, not now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Mali.
I'm not finished here. I still have time. Why are you cutting me off?
Dr. Mali, I gave you 2 minutes.
And I've said the 2 minutes are exhausted yet. And you interrupt me.
Okay, I give you another 30 seconds. Please, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You see, sometimes the ear got to take what it doesn't want to take.
Dr. Mali, you got 30 seconds.
Okay. Taking the commercial plane is belated. His Excellency has already shown her a true color.
Look at Dr. Mali, your time over. No, we're not going to go through that kind of the true color. The president of the Republic, like you said, let's go to Mr. So. Mr. So.
No. Mr. So, even going to yield his time to me, don't go there. So what we're seeing here is this, laborer. JFK, a patriotic president will go to JFK and later say he won the presidency. Okay? Now the puppet is shining. So that thing is just about self. It's not only His Excellency President Bouaka, laborer. All the president in Liberia, it's just about them. It's just about them. Look at the car that guy riding. All right? Even Donald Trump don't have that car. I yield.
Thank you. Mr. So, you got 2 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I honestly pray as we are in the process of transition to this network is a network of inclusion. And one of the good things, all of our viewers, followers, they are very, very voice saver. They speak their mind. We don't like the English, but the attitude of you want for people to speak your dialect or speak your language, that's not going to happen. You need to cope with that. Okay, so when people, it's not your president, it is our president. It is us, we who, because of our good and strong voices, this is why he's not getting the wheelbarrow now. He's getting in the car that he should have been in the first place. Instead, you and Terry this evening, you're talking to be like, glory has come down and people should do this. People put in the bubble. What, my time finished?
What? I gave you 30 seconds because you're CEO. I gave you 30 more seconds.
Oh my God.
Is that how you're going to be doing here on this network?
Mr. So, will you please don't question the messenger? Let's hear from you.
That's not a question. Is that how they're going to support his?
You're not doing Joseph Boyka a favor.
Don't worry. That what you gotta say.
Okay, let me speak my mind.
Speak your mind. Go ahead. Tell us something.
You're not doing him a favor.
Okay.
And the worst of all, you're not doing the country a favor. And that's one of the things we try to frown on because you guys are very dishonest and disingenuous in your attitude.
Thank you.
It's sad for you to sit down here. Now they took the bottle from you. They gave you a glass now. So it looked like.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everything is getting dry again.
Thank you. Let me hear from you. Rescue 2.
And the
You got
same
five.
rescue
Mr.
the
Dr.
government,
Malley,
the government
Dr.
on life
Malley,
support.
Dr. Malley, you're
All right?
completely out of order. Dr. Malley, you're completely
The
out of
same men
order.
of God told us that the government is on life support. The same men of God.
Dr. Malley, you're out of order. You're speaking out of order, and we will not tolerate that on the liberal show.
But sometimes the progressive got to rise up.
Dr. Malley, I will park you in the garage.
Oh, that's where I came from.
Mr. So, you two will soon find yourself in the garage. I'm not here to play around. Let's hear from you, Rescue 2. You got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Dr. Malley.
Reverend, 10 seconds too. Why you can be like, Reverend? Why you can be like a French baccalaureate, Reverend? When you see bad thing talk going on, and you as a man of God, you don't say anything, and you just go into.
I don't like to cross cut. I don't like to cross cut.
He not coming to preach the gospel here. That's a rescue. He's speaking as a rescue member.
This is interesting. All right, Sarah, go ahead, boss man.
They get a slogan that say everybody, I know what, God for all, or what? Everybody care their own thing.
Yeah.
But
wow, Pastor, God for all, everybody for themselves.
The Pope shake fanatical for him. He came by, he had problem. The Pope didn't saw his problem. I didn't want to.
Like your total. Let the labor run the show in peace. This is unbelievable. Wow.
The Pope, Dr. Malley, right? When it comes to leadership in Liberia, it squarely depends on money. There's a difference between running the government on the basis of a budget than being patriotic as an individual. When you talk about doing something, the government have a budget that's supposed to run its system that passes through 3 branches of government before implementation. So you cannot look at that and determine that the president is not patriotic. That is where I have a problem with you. The president as an individual, look at the president or slogan, look at his platform. Love Liberia, think Liberia, build Liberia. That is only a patriotic. Can you tell me, President, we have platform, what he said that you were going to do for the Liberian people? Do you remember?
Wait.
No, I won't go that side.
No, you asking me?
I won't go that level.
No, you asking me?
Yeah.
That question is misdirected. I'm not a sedition.
What are you talking about that for now?
Well, you defended the man. You joined Aaron to denigrate me. And the other guy said, I have personal vendetta against former president. We are no brother.
You not objective about we are. That's a problem.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Malley, you are really taking this show to another level here. Let's hear from the Rescue 2.
I have been objective on the platform. I have spoken up for President Weah when they did that thing to him with the airport. I was one of those who spoke against it.
The video are there.
All
the video are there.
But those guys,
get a man chance now.
But when it comes to talk about the man houses, I know what President Weah had a rehab house and he had a 9th Street house in Liberia. He had other stores and things. He built a club. All the things broke down. But those houses were there. But the condominiums he built was done during his time he became president within the period of 1 year. If you claim that a man was building no horses before he became, how come it was finished within the period of his term? Within less than 1 year, he was able to complete everything. Something that he was not able to complete when in his soccer career. So, and secondly, lastly, Deborah, what was his platform? What did he say? What he said he was going to achieve for the Liberian people that the people listened to believe in him. What was his mantra? Because prior to his election, I never heard him talking. Most of the talking was done by his followers, by his surrogate. But his own platform, what came from him as a patriot Liberian in regards to how he was going to change the trajectory of the country. What was his vision? What was his slogan? Can any sedition tell me? I will be waiting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Terry, Dr. Malley, we're not going to
I have a question for Terry.
No, we're not going to go through that. We're way over time. Terry, let me ask you.
No, we can't do that.
No, good
When
night,
His
Dr.
Excellency
Malik.
went to Kenema and
Terry,
donated 10,000. 10,000.
Terry, the game is over.
Let Doc speak, bro. Let hear what he will say.
No, you got nothing. We're done with it. We're done with the show.
I said when His Excellency went to Kenema, the school, her childhood school, and donated taxpayer money, $10,000. Which one of all our schools are underwater in Liberia? Which one of the little school he ever donated 10,000 to? I'm judging His Excellency by his lifestyle.
So that where are you staying?
Him, no, Liberia gave me chance.
What is he saying? He's saying the fact.
He ever donated 10,000 to in Liberia?
The president had 10,000. The president got 10,000 people on a scholarship. You don't know about that project?
I said which of the school he donated $10,000 to in Liberia?
In Sierra Leone? You don't have to. We have a budget for that.
Oh, you don't have to.
Okay, all right.
Other countries can donate to you. Why you can't donate to other countries? Other countries donating to you.
No.
Donated cars to Liberia.
Good night. Terry, let me ask you that before you go.
Yeah.
Terry, let me ask you that before you go. The flower behind you there, you can give it water?
No, yeah. The color you see is not the original color, it's green, but as the camera from the top.
Oh, so in a house now, the flower then turn into flower or how do you call it? 4cc. So the color. Terry,
no, these flowers are fresh, but the reflection from the computer that was making the color to look like.
All right, that's just pulling your leg. Thank you, Terry. Good night. Again, folks, Samson told La Proper Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight, folks. That's the number for Mr. So. Those of you that want to contribute, whichever way you want to do it, please give him the call. Give Mr. So a call, and he will tell you if you want to buy something. You can just directly send it to him. That's his number. 682-433-8802. Thank you very much for participating tonight, folks. We will take that off and say thank you. Tonight program, it's wonderful program to have Dr. Malley, to have Mr. So, and have Terry on here again tonight. I want to thank all of you. Please join me again tomorrow, and we'll do the same thing. Let me play this again. This is Chief. This picture was taken back in 1926. This is the Chief Swakoko herself. When the people got, according to them, because the video they explained it, according to the video, when the people got there, they wanted her, because she's the chief, they wanted her to supply men that will carry these few things. She said, I don't have anybody unless you're willing to pay. And since they were not willing to pay, the people they brought with them from Kakata carried them all the way to the next town. I just want to bring that. I put this stuff, the LPR tour, because those days people don't wear clothes. And I don't want my sisters I don't want to show it as which is being disrespectful to our sisters, our mom, our daughters and stuff. So I have to put that on there to cover her. But if you go to the real place, the video, you will see it. I just want to put that up there. Again, I will say thank you very much for watching and good night, folks. Samson to La Bropa Radio.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, abrené gogo, nyaliwa, banyo, nyaliwa korapam. Abre gogo, nyali. Abre gogo, nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abrené, nena, amabile mera gogo, nyaliwa. Stefan Soko, ya korapam. Aya, gogo, nyaliwa. Amana very casawa. I'm America very titi papa very sassy. I don't you get by your. Do you see the gamma? See the la play. We are the go to Nani. I don't know for a problem. Hey, Ale na you ya koro bravo. Abile moto nyali. No so ma de jogure. Amro ayo. Ade wa ba bere wa sabake. Wa ba be. Ambawe mabani. Ni ama. Ambawe mabani. Ambara so ba gbira ba yo. Abile mi ka bele titi baba. Ata dubo oba